Hello all, welcome back to the channel. We're finally back on this Superhawk Turbo project, and I have some good news. Let me flip you over and we'll show you. So we are 99% done with the cold side. So what you're looking at here is the upper plenum in aluminum. Ignore the ugly welds. These things were a pain in the butt to weld. It's been a while since I welded aluminum. And then we have the lower plenums, which are steel. I had some guy make the lower plenum plates out of steel, and I just mocked up and modified and used 2-inch tubing to cut that out as a lower plenum. So there's two lower plenums. These are separate, and the upper plenum's connected with a silicone boot. From last video, this plenum has been cut down so much. So if you look at the last video, I used 4-inch aluminum tube. Pipe tube. It wasn't really pipe, it's not thick enough, but a tube, a 4-inch tube. So it was around yee tall. And when you put the tank on this thing, it was, I mean, there was no room. I mean, the tank was sticking up. Tank was probably sticking up a good 6+ inches with the 4-inch plenum on there on the prior video. So what I had to do is I ended up taking down 1 inch off each lower plenum because it was just way too tall. I was trying to get as much room as I could. So 1 inch from the lower plenum, and as you can see, I cut half of that plenum down and then, you know, welded it up as to a little box shaped. The only thing I don't like about it is the plenum is so small that we may have, you know, carburetor non-boost issues. You know, that plenum, you want the plenum to be large enough to where it stores air and it slowly builds the boost. With a small plenum like this sucker's, once it builds boost, it's going to be like an on-off switch in power. So this little plenum is going to fill up so quickly, it's just going to be, you know, an on-off switch. It's the easiest way to demonstrate it is you hit the throttle. You hear the boost kicking in because you can hear the turbo whistling, and then boom, hang on for dear life because there's not much plenum volume there, and it'll fill that plenum pretty quick and cram all that boost down the carbs rapidly. So here is what I had to do. You know, I've been trying to work on this as much as I can for you guys. I know it's been over a year and it's probably annoying. Heck, most of you probably forgot about it. But here is the cold side. Everything is almost done. There's the blow-off valve. Yes, I know it's blue and the bike is black, but it was the cheapest one I can get. And there we go from the turbo up through the frame rail, which was the only way I can get a boost pipe through this thing. There is no room whatsoever. And then up to the plenum. And the only thing I have to do for the cold side now is just put some 90-degree fittings in there, hose barbs, to connect the boost signal to the vacuum port of the slide. So how that works is when this thing boosts, so boost is going to pretend there's a 90-degree barb coming out there. The hose is going to connect those two. When it boosts, the boost pressure is going to push down, and boost pressure is going to be in the plenum as well. If you guys don't know, Venturis drop the pressure. So, for example, if we have 5 pounds of boost in the plenum, we're going to have 5 pounds of boost at that slide little vacuum mechanism up at the top here. This works on vacuum, but it works on atmospheric vacuum. So when air rushes through the Venturi, it's less vacuum, or I should say, it's less vacuum than the atmospheric pressure pushing on this diaphragm, and then that slide, that actual slide with the needle, moves up and down. So the second this thing hits boost, that slide is going to go up because there's a pressure differential, and the boost pressure is going to exceed the pressure in the Venturi. And that's how that works. That's how we're going to get more fuel in there. Plus, with the fuel pressure, it's going to be 1 psi above, 1 to 2 psi above actual boost pressure. So that's how you can get the fuel into the carb without the carb starving itself once you hit boost. So you need a fuel pump. It needs to be pressurized to do this. Otherwise, it doesn't work on blow-through setups. So everything is tight in here. I'm going to have to use regular hose clamps on all these instead of the really nice T-bolt clamps. The T-bolt clamps are just, you know, they're an inch wide and there's just no room on this damn thing. So the good thing is this plenum is small, so it's good and bad. The good thing is the plenum is small enough for me to fit all the crap I got to fit in here, because I need a fuel pump, I need a fuel pressure regulator, and I need a bunch of vacuum lines and fuel lines in there. So there's definitely plenty of room now to fit that in there. So I mean, it's come a long way, and you know, here we are over a year and a half, almost a year and a half. I think I started December 2022 or 2023, I can't even remember. But this is the general layout. This is the best I can do, because there is no other place to put that boost pipe. So next, obviously off camera, I'm not going to waste my time showing you guys, you know, putting the hose barbs in there. I need one here, and then I need one on the other side. And I'll just put one right here, somewhere in here, and then just connect it to this with a hose. And then the cold side will be completely done. Once that's done, then we could focus on, the scavenge pump, because I have not messed with the scavenge pump yet. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. Don't know where it's going to mount. Don't know where it's going to go. There's definitely no room for it up here, because I'm going to have the regular fuel pump and the fuel pressure regulator in there. So I'm probably going to keep the scavenge pump somewhere down there, and then just wire it up, connect the hose, and maybe just either get a aftermarket cap and drill it and put a -8 line in there, or just drill right in the side of the clutch cover for the return. Once I get that done, then we can actually start this thing. You know, I want to hear it run. I'm dying to hear it run. I'm dying to hear what it sounds like, even though we can't boost it anything with it, but we can hear it run naturally aspirated. And we only can run it when the fuel pump is connected in the fuel system. Otherwise, nothing happens. It just starves itself for fuel. So, if anybody has any questions, concerns, any recommendations, heck, give me a message and I'll see if I can fit that in. The problem is, I don't know carburetors. I'm assuming this is going to work in theory, but you know, I've turbocharged many fuel injected bikes, but those are much easier than carbs. The carb aspect is just annoying. So if you have any recommendations, hey, don't be afraid to leave a comment. I read them all. So good or bad, you know, I kind of ignore the bad ones, but anyway, this is a short video. Obviously, I fabricated all this up. What you're seeing here in this video has been about 20 hours worth of work to get it to this point. and that was within the last week or so. It's just miserably cold in this garage right now. My heater's not keeping up with this this garage, this tiny little space heater. So just working on it a few hours at a time a day just to get you guys some content, because I know it's been a while. So anyway, I won't ramble on anymore. I'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, please like and subscribe. I have less than 100 subscribers and I really want to keep the channel going, but I can't do it without you guys subscribing. Let me do a flip around. We got a lot of projects here. That's my newest purchase from Copart. I still got the ZX14 back there. Still got the Hayabusa that we had in the previous video that I'm waiting to turbocharge. But I need your help to do that because this is getting very expensive. I exceeded the value of this Super Hawk probably threefold just by trying to turbocharge it. So any help would be appreciated. And also, I'm thinking about getting rid of these bikes as a raffle or something. I don't have enough subscribers to do a bike giveaway. I mean, I'm losing even more money if I did that. So I'm hoping I can get this bike done and then just do a $5 raffle per person and see if we can get a winner of this bike when it's done. Pretty much all the bikes, not just this one, but that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to, get subscribers in to maybe support the channel, and that way, yeah, that's how cold it is. I'm dripping. I'd like to build this channel up because it's honestly, it's been over 2 years and it's not doing well. So, I don't know if you guys don't like bikes anymore, or you'd rather not see me on YouTube anymore. But anyway, please, I beg you, like and subscribe, share, do whatever the heck you have to do to get other people to see it. Appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time.